an ex-reflexology client of mine got in touch about her son who has autism. He's on the spectrum and can't really cope with mainstream school, and wasn't sleeping, was in their bed every night. Here we go, it's coming back now. And so I lent her a quilt and was in contact with her daily. Try this, how's it going, do this. And he took to the quilt straight away. He wanted to wrap it round him and sit on the sofa, and that's how they started to get him used to the feeling of it, that mummy hug that somebody's described it as. And within a week, their lives had changed, because bear in mind, he was quite a big child for 9, and the dad was carrying him up to bed and sitting with him. So they had no evening. The dad would sit with him to settle him, and then they'd go to bed, and then during the night he'd come into their bed. So they had no privacy, or their space was invaded. Within a week, he was taking himself to bed and settling himself. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a difference in his behaviour, interaction with his siblings, because it had been quite angry. And she noticed a calming down of his nervous system. So he is now sleeping a lot better. They've got their bedroom space back. And we're still in progress as to how we can support him during the day, because he has sensory issues. So he doesn't want to wear the bracelet. So we're thinking about the insoles, but contact's quite difficult. She's struggling. Another quilt story for a child that didn't have any neurodiversity. My chiropractor referred the family to me and said, this little girl is 4 years old. She's in her parents' bed every night. Again, lent the quilt, checked in with them every day, explained, wrap them in it. Like my mum used to wrap me in a sausage, tuck it down the side, just sit with them, put your hand on them calmly, let them drift off, they'll get used to it. And I think that was a week. Within a week, the little girl was sleeping. They bought a quilt, obviously, and they've got their lives back. So Nikken saves marriages, it saves relationships, because the parents need to sleep. They need to have their time in their room on their own. And Nikken seems to do that, because they get their lives back. The kids are sleeping, they sleep better, everybody's happier, there's better interpersonal relationships. Oh my God, win-win. It's incredible. So you don't have to have a neurodiverse problem. It can be children who just haven't learnt to calm down for whatever reason. Nervous systems are on fight and flight all the time, so it helps the parasympathetic nervous kick in. Amazing.